So I really just want to take some time and just kind of encourage the young girl that's sitting at home, doesn't really know if anybody knows about her pain, feels by herself. I need to encourage you. The other night, I was just laying in the bed. I'm like, God, you know, what do you want me to talk about? Like, who needs to hear something encouraging, you know, this week? Who do you want me to address? And he said, I want you to talk to the young girl. And so I just want to first talk about me as a young girl, and then I'll get into how I want to encourage you as you watch this video. So when I was a young girl, I had a lot of issues fitting in. I didn't have a lot of friends. I know you may see, man, she's so pretty, she's so this now, but I did not have a lot of friends. I really didn't get popular until my junior year of high school because I could sing really well. And so I ran for a homecoming queen and I sung in my speech, and that's how I won, and that's how I got popular. And so people really weren't cool with me until they found out I could sing, and they got to know me and like, okay, she's pretty cool. But outside of that, from elementary school all the way up, like I was a nobody as far as high school. And so I went on struggling with my esteem, struggling with if I was enough, if I was pretty enough, if I really had what it took. And it took me, you know, making a few mistakes and me learning my own self-worth and spending time with myself to learn myself, to realize, hey, I'm worth it. And so I went on to college, did a little bit of college, and I realized it wasn't for me. And then I'm like, okay, earlier, like about a year and a half ago, I'm skipping stuff, y'all, just so you know. Later, about a year and a half ago, I was like, okay, I'm gonna go into braiding. So I took a class, and then a braiding class, and I got my braider's license, and I went on a journey from there, and I'm still currently a licensed braider. So with that being said, I know I skipped over some pieces, but I kind of wanted to speed up to now. I really got into writing poetry and writing songs. And once I started doing that, I was able to really express my heart on paper, express my heart to God. And the Lord even began to minister to me about myself and who I was as far as his daughter. And so I started reading the word and finding out that I was the apple of his eye, that he knew the number of hairs that are on my head. Of course, not this, because this is a wig, but my real hair. And so I started to realize I was valuable to God. And once I realized that, opinions started to not matter to me anymore. And what people thought didn't matter to me anymore. Now, this is as a 30-year-old woman. We talking about time, we talking about, you know, over a period of time it took for me to get to this point. And don't get me wrong, I still have areas where I have to pray a little hard some days and, you know, speak positive things and affirmations over myself to drown out the negative noise. But I want to speak to the young girl who feels like you are alone and that you're not pretty enough, you're not, nobody pays you any attention, you're really just going through stuff on your own. I need to let you know that you are so valuable. You are so precious. You are so amazing, and you have so much to offer the world. And I need to let you know that, because if somebody doesn't tell you, you'll believe the lie that you tell yourself, or that someone else has told you that you're not enough, or that you have to have all these different things to feel beautiful or to feel enough. And that's not the case. Material things don't make up a person. The fact that I have on lashes, brows, lipstick, and makeup, and this wig, it doesn't make me who I am. It adds to who I am. And everything that I am comes from the core of who I am. And so I want to encourage you, young girl, to know that what you have on the inside is more important than what you have on the outside. And what I mean by that is, you can beautify your outer all you want to, but if you have nothing on the inside to offer, then you're just basically a pretty face walking around. And I want you to be more than that. And God wants you to be more than that. So here's something that I want to encourage you with. I want you to know that your voice is heard by the Lord. I want you to know that even if you're getting made fun of or bullied or people are talking about you, first of all, tell your parents. Second of all, tell someone, a teacher, let people know, you know, what's going on with you. Don't drown in that on your own. And if you are getting bullied, I want you to know that the bully is struggling on the inside just as much as you are. And they're lashing out because that's the only way they can get out what's in them. And I want you, well, they can express themselves even though it's in an unhealthy way. Now, am I saying that for you to, you know, am I saying that to be on their side? No, but I want you to view the bigger picture. Bullies really have their own issues that they go through as well. And they don't have no other way but to express it or to build their own self up, but by picking on somebody who seems like they're, you know, softer or weaker than them. And so that builds them up and makes them feel better about whatever they're going through. So keep that in mind if you are struggling with bullying, but you should definitely tell somebody. But I want you to know that the lies that person may be saying to you, or whatever lies somebody in your home may have said to you, they're not true. You are going to be somebody. You are going to make it. You are beautiful. You are enough. You're not those negative words that people have been speaking over you, and you will get through it. I also want to speak to the dreamer in you and let you know that your dreams can become a reality. Just because you're young, just because you may not have the money or the resources that you need to make it happen, you can start speaking those things and watch God align you up with the right people for you to begin to experience those things that you dream about. Now, I'm not saying it's all going to happen right now. It may not. But the good thing is that when you rehearse those things in your mind and tell yourself, I'm going to make it out. I'm going to get through it. I'm not going to drown in this. I know I may be young and the pain may be heavy, but God, I know you're going to bring me out, and I'm going to see my dreams become a reality. If you start saying that, you're going to begin to walk in those things. And I also want to encourage you to write your dreams down. Get a journal. Write your plan out. Write it out and really, really, really ask the Lord, ask God, who hears you, yes, you, to bring those things to pass. Now, I say this in my other videos that I've made, that some things happen right away, other things take time. And so I want you to know that some things are not going to happen immediately, and then some things are going to happen immediately, and you're going to be excited and jumping around. But if those things don't come to pass, do not allow anything or anyone to make you lose faith. Maybe you want to be a doctor. Maybe you want to be a nurse. Maybe you want to do hair. Maybe you want to fly a plane. Maybe you want to be a firefighter. Maybe you want to be on TV. Maybe you want to be the president of the United States. Whatever you desire to do, you can do it. It can happen. And I just need to encourage the young girl that's at home, crying herself to sleep, doesn't know if anybody cares, doesn't think anybody cares, and just is simply broken. You can be healed. You can be whole, and in due season, in due time, you're going to receive the things that you dream about. As long as you don't give up and you keep writing those things out, you keep dreaming. Get on YouTube, watch the stuff that you want to become, find out what type of education you need to pursue in order to become that thing. And I also want to say this, don't be distracted. Yeah, I know it's a lot of good looking dudes out here, little young guys or whatever, and they may be in your ear and telling you how pretty you are and all that stuff. Don't be too distracted. I'm not saying that you can't date or you can't have a little boo thing, boot up, whatever. I'm not saying you can't have a person, but what I'm saying is don't allow that person to distract you from your goals and your dreams and the things you really want to achieve. I believe in you. No, I may not know you, but I needed someone to tell me I believe in you when I was your age, 13, 14, 12, 16, 17. I needed someone to tell me, like, look, girl, you can do this. Like, you can make it. And so I needed to make this video straight off the dome, straight from the heart, to let you know I was that broken girl. I grew up in a very, very impoverished family, but my mom and my father did the best they could to provide for me and my brothers. I was the oldest. I always had to do, I was like the mother, I had to do a lot at a young age. And so I missed out a lot on my childhood. But one thing I always did was I was always writing. I was always singing. I was always doing something to feed my gifts. And so am I where I want to be yet? No, but I'm on. And I just wanted to get on here and inspire you and let you know that some of those songs that I wrote, you know, one of those songs that I wrote a long time ago, I actually got a chance to record it, you know, and it's on my YouTube page now. But what if I gave up? You know, what if I just threw the whole song away? People would not be blessed by it. People would not be encouraged by it. And so if you can't see the things manifest right now, keep writing it out. Keep rehearsing it. Keep, you know, looking at it. Put it up on your wall, get a vision board, which is where you cut out pictures from a magazine and you glue them to a board and you put it on your wall. Just really, really, really zoom in and get tunnel vision about what you desire to do. And so that's all I have for you. This video is for the young girl. If you know a young girl that needs to hear this, tag her, send this video to her and let her know that she is more than enough. She can do anything she puts her mind to. There is nothing that is too hard for her. There is nothing that's too hard for God. And with God on her side, she will succeed. That's all I have for you. I hope you guys are inspired. Until next time, have a great day.